What a day, what a day. We back on, we back on. We got kicked out, pushed out, y'all. So now we back on. We back live. Sorry for the delay. We back in. Hit that button. Let me see if I can hear you, E. Reese Reed. I can hear
Hey,
you. Okay,
hey,
Reese good.
I'm
E
good.
good. Now we gotta invite everybody back in here. Man, I know they probably like, what in the world just happened?
It's over confused. It's over good.
You still can't hear you, E. I don't know. Your mic still say mute.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, we can hear you now. What's up with you, Eric?
Man, the looks are deceiving. It's cold.
It's cold out there.
I
Well, you
got
in
my
the
shades on though, cause it's the sun is popping.
You in Atlanta?
But I'm still getting used to it. Man, Atlanta is missing you all.
Huh?
Atlanta is like needing you. Like,
Yeah, I hear that a lot,
no,
man.
I'm
I'm
serious. Like, if you
on the
was in
edge.
Atlanta with me, like it would be game on.
So it be game on.
Oh
I'm gonna
my
get
god.
down there. Let's
No,
get
for
everybody
good.
back in here. Where y'all at? I seen Miss Erlene was in here, Nene was in here. I seen a lot of people early on. Big D. Gotta get y'all back in here, y'all. They ended the live. We had to restart it again. But it's cool.
It's alright.
Ain't
You
nothing.
back. Dr.
Ain't nothing.
Purpose said I'm back.
She back. Let's see who else back.
She
We was at
always
20 some
rocking.
people, we at six now. It's like, damn.
I
I'm
did not
trying to get into the
know.
people.
I did not know how grand Dr. Purpose was. Like I
Yeah,
didn't even know how like grand she was. Shout out to our crew. Like we got some dope people. I did not know she was like an author, this, and this. But like I didn't know she was so grand. She's
man.
such a grand person.
I learned a lot that day too, man.
Yeah.
She talking about her and Janice. I seen y'all talking about doing some on domestic violence at least once or
You
so a
have
week.
to. You have to.
Yeah.
You have to. It's a suffering in silence. We all have been there, whether it's mentally, emotionally, physically, financially, spiritually.
Yeah, everybody hit me talking about where y'all at, what happened. I'm trying to get them into the new link. They still on the old link. That's why, my bad, y'all. We gonna get y'all in here though. Oh my God. I'm getting messages back to back. Okay, Kenny, you in here now. What up, Kenny? Nene
Okay,
back in
Penny.
here. Okay.
Kenna.
Dr. P said, oh, thanks, Sade.
No,
Yeah,
seriously.
man. Yeah, I only allow Dr. P to even tell her story. Once I heard some of the things, I can't even repeat it. Just like that when I seen that picture. Oh man, I was mad. I was crushed and mad at the same time. And I know that happened a long time ago, so I can't imagine, how it will
And,
make other people feel her story.
and you know when you all like you know when you think sometimes that you're the only one going through something, and it's just like when you share your story just a little bit and someone else open up. Shout out to people that is just willing to be authentic and be like real down. Like when somebody's sharing they stuff, if you went through it, be like I went through that too. But to hear someone else went through it other than me, I was just like, wow, because you look at these ladies as so grand and pretty and all together and got, it all. And it's like, we've all walked the same path.
Yeah, you ain't lying, man. We got some good ones coming in. Look, I done sent it back to as many people as possible,
I
man.
know.
I get it back out there to y'all in a little bit.
Look, I'm sending it to Marley. I'm
Yeah,
sending it over 100 people.
I'm
I know.
trying to get
Oh,
people in there. Super Bowl was nice, y'all. Super Bowl was nice. My Eagles lost.
did
I'm
you
happy
bet?
my voice sound a lot better now because I was hoarse and some more stuff. My
You were
tooth hurt. I
screaming?
only know, huh?
You were screaming?
Hell yeah, screaming at the damn computer screen at the referees and everything. When it's your team, it's different. I like enjoying the Super Bowl. I like going to parties normally, but normally my team not in it, you know. But these last like 4 years, we've been in it twice, and it's hard to enjoy the Super Bowl. I watched it by myself. I didn't want nobody around me. I was like, man, fuck that, cause I ain't got time for it. I really be into these joints.
Mm-hmm.
But it was a good game, man. I think Rihanna did her thing. That was one of the best halftime performances I seen like in a long time. I mean, me personally ever. But I seen Michael Jackson is on repeat. You know, I wanted able to see that and enjoy that. You know, back then. But I think that was the closest thing to it, and I like how it was shot as well. Let me know what y'all thought about the Super Bowl performance. I know for y'all who seen it, I don't know if you seen it recently.
I seen some of it and I turned it. Uh, I noticed everybody was wearing red. I didn't know if that was for Valentine's Day necessarily or because it's National Heart Month. So I did enjoy the red, the flash of red, you know.
Yeah,
But I was doing it for National Heart Month, so I enjoyed that. And the Shirley Ralph, is that her name, Shirley Ralph? I enjoyed her performance. So
oh, I missed that one. I didn't even see that one. I just seen Riri. I don't know what that noise is. Something going on your phone, like somebody tapping something. Erica.
that's Erica. That's side chick month. So everybody throwing her side kiss day. They throw her kisses. That's what it is. Kisses,
You
the
throw
food.
the kisses. Your microphone popping or something. I don't know. You probably got to pop out and come back in. But lately, Beyonce and Jay-Z been going viral. She said she got like one of the most handsome or beautifulest men in the world, and people going off like, "What? This nigga ain't?" I was like, "That's messed up because it ain't really looks." You know, she could be talking about how she feel about him as internal, and then that's probably what she look at. That's what she probably find beautiful to her, you know. But for the outside people, they like, come on, Beyonce, like you ain't that blind, my man. But what you think about that, Reese Reed? What you thought about when she said Jay Z was just so beautiful? What came to mind?
To her, because again, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. That is something that's so subjective. It's like an opinion. We all got our taste. And I was going with a guy that looked like Jay-Z, and Misha said, my girlfriend said he looked like he's the king of the lost tribe of Shadudu. But I thought he was just the handsomest thing because I looked at how he made me feel inside,
Yeah,
and I keep telling people you gotta choose your mates by your feelings because what if you didn't have your sight or what if you're not able to see how they treat you or how they make you feel? That's ultimately is what you're going to get because beauty fades. We all know that. That's just a
yeah.
temporary stitch in time. You could be cute today and old and wrinkly tomorrow. But I don't go by that. I go by how you make me feel, how you make my heart beat, how you make me think about you all the time, how I want to give to you or be of service to you, how I feel secure in your arms. And sometimes when you get that right person, you feel like you empower, like there ain't nothing you can do. And maybe Jay-Z make Beyonce feel strong and empowered and make it feel like she run the world. You know what I mean? So don't knock nobody for what nobody look like. That is so superficial, Molly. Oh my gosh. So
Yeah, man.
superficial.
It had me weak. You know, it just showed me like how much people really be into other people's business so much. Like it brought so much negative energy to the world just by her saying something that was beautiful. It's like how they take something that she said that was beautiful and turn it to something so ugly. You know, so I was just like, damn, Jay Z might be an ugly dude to some people, but how many girls in our family we know they got an ugly boyfriend? It's cool with them, so why they cool with Beyonce, which one we know for sure she one of the most beautiful women in entertainment for a very long time, and she
Mm-mm.
can go with whoever she want to go with. She
Who
don't have
says
to
she
go with Jay
beautiful?
Z. I'm just saying that's my opinion, you know. And
Exactly. You
yeah,
see
but
how
what
we
I'm
did that?
saying is, I feel like she can date a lot of the men that would most of these women would consider look better than Jay Z. You know, they got a better, but this is who she like. This is what she like. You know, for a lot of other girls in different situations, I think it look a little different because they do be in it for dudes with money that's ugly as shit. You know, like a dude might not look like anything to her, and she might not really like him or find him beautiful. But when he bring that money out, so for them to see that, they probably like, girl, whatever. You only like him because he rich. You only like him because he Jay-Z, but it's like she got the bag too. She was somebody too, so it's weird. It's all over the place to me. What's up, Quick? We got
That,
Quick in here. We got somebody speaking a whole nother language in here. They done cursed the show. Who the hell is that? They done cursed
uh-oh.
the show. I mean, Kenny Thomas speak more. Love is about. It's not about how you look or materialism. Yeah, material things is crazy, man. 'Cause when you can't do for somebody or buy them certain things, they feel like, oh, you must don't love me. And don't let them know things that you did for like your moms or your ex-girlfriends or things. Cause then they're gonna feel like, oh, what I ain't as good as them or what you let them. But it's weird. It's not all girls though. It's just the ones I feel like that's saying that Beyonce doing what she doing and she know Jay-Z ugly. But like you said, we all open to our own opinion, Reese. So I can't bash him for that. I can't. Jay-Z isn't ugly, honestly. Oh, Louisa. She said Jay-Z isn't ugly to her, honestly. What's your thoughts on that, Reese?
Well, if you like people that look like camels, that look, he look like Joe Cool, the camel man. Everybody know he do. Even he know he do. His features. Some people think it's cute, the puppy dog look. Some people like that it's cute. Look, to each his own. And I can't tell you what dog or what bone to bring home, okay? To each his own. You leave it be. Like, I'm a fat little butterball. Some people like thick women. Some people like the butter. And some people like the petite. Everybody got their type. Some people want a cinnamon stick, and some people want bigger than the Snickers. You know, to each
Yeah.
his own.
Tell bigger than a Snicker. You heard her eat. You too funny, man. That's why Reese keep me
Honey,
laugh.
honey,
What you think about it?
I don't know. If you running it back with that Jay-Z thing, I thought she was on something. I said, beautiful where? That man looks terrible. But listen, like you said, I have had some dudes that was not attractive at all. But to me, like Reese said, they were attractive. Everybody has their own thing. So I don't know if that's what y'all was on, but when she said beautiful, I mean my face did like this, but I got it.
Beauty is in the eyes of the beholder.
So
Always remember that.
what Jay-Z look like to you, Sade? He's somebody you can date if he ain't had this type of money. He can still have his swag and everything. He just ain't who he is. You think you can date him?
You know, you know what? Even with his money, like I couldn't date him. We could like hang out, like on like that's my cousin. Like I wouldn't date him. He's not attracted to me. But the weird thing is when he used to be like, it's a hard knock, like for us.
Yes.
I used to be on. That was my Jay-Z. But I don't. No. I always was like no,
Mm.
It's
Like
the mental. It's
even
the
when he be saying
mental.
stuff. Even when he be saying stuff like you can't handle this curve, I'll be like, what?
Yeah. Hey, look, Louisa said she gonna get hers. She don't care. I'm with
She
Louisa.
want she want Jay-Z.
Hey, she said, Quita said, even with the money, Jay Z looked like an adult roach. They
No,
is
no,
Yes,
that's
yes.
Lil Wayne. Lil
oh,
Wayne look
that's
like a
Lil
roach.
Wayne.
No, girl, what is wrong with Lil Wayne, girl? Now,
Oh man,
seriously.
I'm with you, Miss
He,
Reynolds.
I mean, you know what though? I want Jay-Z to get his hair like redone. But I guess they going for that look. You know.
Yeah, that's natural. That's
No, he's paying homage to that
No.
artist, to that black artist. I can't think of his name. But when you look at the picture, how he had the artist, read up on that. He's paying homage to somebody with his hair like that, and it's not the Weekend.
yeah,
It's that other black artist that passed, and that's what he's
Uh,
doing with his hair. Because I thought the same thing, and I was like, wait a minute, all of this money, ain't no way that man should be waking up with straws and lint and all that stuff
yes,
in it. And
yes.
it's it looks unkept, but it's actually not. It's clean, it's washed, and it's the style. And he's paying homage to an artist.
Okay. Because
So I'm like,
they giving me Bobby and Whitney syndrome.
right.
Crack is whack. Y'all better stop getting high
Yeah.
off of each other. Y'all tripping. I don't know.
Yeah, they tripping, man. I
But
don't know.
go
Hmm.
ahead, boo. No, I was gonna say down Atlanta, you saying like you don't like Beyonce is like what? Like that is like Jesus.
Beyonce got her own religion.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, they worship Beyonce down there. Like it's really a church. It's the Beyonce church, and people go there and praise Beyonce. They remix all the gospel music and made it into like a Beyonce music. Like all her songs, like Single Lady, anything, they remix it to a gospel song. You know, and they just praise Beyonce. It's weird, man. We got some
See
weird
how
people
Maul
out here.
see how Maul always get too deep
Got
for
some
me.
weird people.
I can never hang with Maul. He always get too deep for me.
There go Jay-Z right here explaining his hairstyle.
It's Big Daddy Kane and Rakim. Everybody's inspired by someone.
For
I can
sure.
tell you that Basquiat painting came from that Picasso
Basquiat.
painting, which came from that African mask. Like, all
100%.
those Picasso paintings came from African masks. Did he steal it? You know, was he inspired by it? Yeah.
Absolutely.
But we all inspired. We're all artists. We all. I can tell you the move that Bron does. That's directly from MJ. What
But
MJ
it's
got
funny
from
because
Dr. J.
That's
Basquiat.
a myth. Basquiat. But I got some more clips that y'all gonna look into, man, because it's another guy who had this style. But that's who the Simpsons had on their show. You know, they thought that was a drawing of Jay-Z. That was the artist that he was talking about. You know, and he just looked at so much like him. And then he started putting that character on his shirt. It's a young picture of Jay-Z with a haircut. He probably was like in his early 20s with that dude on his shirt, but the Simpson version of Buddy. And so people was like, how Jay-Z had his future him on his chest. But a lot of people don't understand that was the artist and that's the look. And they do favor each other a lot, you know. But I don't care how much I like Kobe. I ain't putting no brush together. You know, I don't care how much I like Mike. I ain't getting my head wet down and slick down like Mike. So I don't know, man.
With a curl.
I'm just happy that he going natural,
If-
period. You know, I
if
like
he
that he going
can't-
natural, but don't make it seem like, oh, it's because this dude painted and da this and this Lil Wayne been had dreads. What's his reason? Like you got it because you like it, man. And he ain't the only person, you know. But I guess his own Jay-Z always gotta have a special reason why he do things.
Look, because well, he didn't have it when he was on. Y'all remember that first video? First time I saw Jay-Z was in that. It was a song called Hawaiian Sophie back in the 80s, and Jay-Z was in the video. Well, with his little drink and stuff, he didn't have no nothing. He just looked like a regular boy in the video. Y'all check that. I don't know who sing, but the name of the song was Hawaiian Sophie. Look up the video. Look at little young Jay-Z.
Kenny said, ladies, he talking about y'all and y'all in the comments, you know. So if y'all want to answer this in the comments, feel free. But he said, what y'all think about Bob Marley?
I was gonna say that. I seen
The
that
dope-
comment. What you think? Honestly, I thought Bob Marley was cute. Maybe it's the complexion thing. I gotta think for Carmel. So I thought he was really cute. I loved how he danced. I always like a guy that's not too hard that dance and get. So I liked his little bop. I loved accents. I'm big on accents. So that was cute. I thought he was cute.
What about
How did we get on Bob Marley?
Kenny asked a question about that. He just want to ask a quick question to the ladies. How y'all feel about Bob Marley? So I
His birthday was the other day.
Yeah.
Bob Marley's birthday was the other day.
Robin, I feel like any other artist, you know, that's your expression. Again, Kenny's probably trying to go back with looks. I think Seal is cute. I like my little chocolate drops. I like him light skinned, you know, with Puerto Rican. Look what Prince said. I like him. I like them all, you know. So I'm not. I used to be colorism. I used to be very white colorism. I used to like white men. I used to like light-skinned men with green eyes. That was the end thing. I was very, very brainwashed to see color. So that colorism is a thing. And it's the same thing with culture. Because when you look at person, because they're like Molly, I'm gonna use you, Molly. Molly Marl. Yeah. Forget Bob Marley. I'm using the real Molly. Molly. You know, I think Molly is so adorable. And some people say, Molly look wow, his hair look wow, he look this, he look that.
No,
But
he's
I
so
think
cute.
Molly is adorable with his
Me
hair and
too.
everything, like he is.
I think he's so cute too.
Exactly. So what that mean? What that say about us? What's wrong with us, E? We think Molly is an attractive young man.
Yeah,
Kenny,
yeah.
so what
My
your point is, Kenny?
sister
To
can
each
say
his
anything.
own. I can't tell you who the bone. Remember that.
Ladies, what do you think about Maul? Say,
You know, my family always, lie for me. You know how it is, man.
but you
But
know what? No, they don't gotta lie. Don't do that, Maul. But you know, one thing I will say, I I don't two things. I don't have a colorism thing. I just like what I like. Cause I notice out this person looks different than this person. This person in my past look different from this person. So I do like what I like. I don't have that anymore. But when I was younger, you know how you wanted the tall, light skin, this, and this, but I don't have that anymore. And the second thing, Reese, I got a light skinned uncle with green eyes, girl.
Is he single?
He's girl, he's single.
He got a good heart because
Oh, he got a bomb heart.
then he could get hold up. We got a
Okay, we
total
gonna
episode.
talk. Girl, what is this? Girl, this is a dating service over here. Girl, I fixed yes. Girl, yes. We're gonna get together.
yeah, she
Def-
burnt out. Hook Reese up with your uncle. Stop being like that, Shelly, man. Put her on. We put each other on.
No.
Thanks, thank you. Dr. P like me with my hair up. She want me pin my
Yeah,
hair up.
listen,
I don't like when my
listen.
hair pins
you
up.
you know why? Because when you pull your hair up, Molly, it shows your beautiful features, your thick masculine eyebrows, those ravenous eyes. Rawr. You look
Light
like a
skin.
little chocolate prince. I
Quee
keep
said the
telling you
light
that.
skinned dude stuck up, man. That's y'all opinion. How y'all feel about light skinned dudes? She said she like the dark skinned guys. The dark skinned guys are the shit. It's them light skinned ones I don't like. They stuck up. Light skinned dudes stuck up. I know the light skinned girls,
Nah,
a lot of them stuck up.
Yes,
no.
girl. I listen.
What's your
Go
thoughts
ahead,
on
boo.
it then, E? What is it?
I mean, I've came across some stuck up light skinned girls. I've came across some stuck up light skinned boys. So it just depends on if you feeling yourself so much that you can't even be attractive or cute, because that's not cute. Like cute is like when you look good and you still can be like, how you doing, you look nice, but I've seen some girls that's light skinned, and I mean, when I come around, they don't even want me, and they on they show, they don't even want me in their area because this is their thing. But again, I used to be on the light skin thing, and again, I done dealt with my milk chocolates, honey, and I'm telling you, the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. But I always in my life will have a special thing for caramel, like that comes. I think that comes first. Where did Maul go?
They doing some little stuff. Are we back?
Oh yeah, okay, good. He
They come
working in
back.
the background.
We back.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
but
back. Yeah, they
okay, so
fixing
yeah,
the water and stuff up. They had to let them in. Hopefully I
yeah.
wasn't gone. I just heard silence. I said, what the hell going on? They
Thought about.
thought y'all done ended the show again. I said, oh man, what done happened
No,
now?
never.
Well, Sade was talking about them
Never.
stuck up light skinned girls that she be hanging with.
I
I
knew
can't
I
hang it
was
with
waiting for Louise to say something because Louise, our
But
red bone queen.
I
She
want
said
to
that's a
say something.
misconception about light skinned
misconception
folks.
about light skinned folks.
It's a
There are a lot of
misconception
stuck up dark
about.
skinned men and women. Absolutely. It's a lot of that's why I said you can't, that's not cute.
Yeah.
That's
But
not
let me
cute.
let me dispel another myth. Y'all talking about Sade light skinned girls thinking they all of this, dark skinned guys. Let me tell y'all skinny people something. I'm
That's
about to
Okay,
it.
put my
tell
fat
it.
hat on.
That's
Okay,
it.
y'all be coming for the big girls. Like the world is just catching up how awesome the full figure woman truly is. Y'all talk about some stuck up people. Whole attitude change around when a big girl or a big dude enter the room. Okay, they stuck up. That's every color. I get snobbed by light skin, dark skin, brown skin, white, everything because of my size. But I'm here to tell you, I'm a conceited big girl because I know I'm the shiznit. Because I know I have it. Because it don't matter if I'm 295 or 145. I know that I'm the bomb regardless. Because I'm going to blow up whether I blow up 145 or whether I blow up 295. It's going to all come crashing down. Boom. Because I know, and this is what I believe, is what I know, is that I'm like that. And once you get to know me, you'll be like, damn, she like that. I'm the life of the party. I don't mind dancing. You know how people be shy? I'll get up and dance by myself because I have that much confidence in me. Wherever I go, possess, because I'm moving in a genuine spirit, and that's the love. I don't care. I do not care. So the stuck up people, I've gotten stuck up people to talk to me. I got the lowly people to talk to me. I mean, I want it all, boo. I want it all.
Give her it all. Hey, I see y'all got some good comments. I see Dr. P says she like both. You know, she married, but she like both. I hope hubby ain't hear that because he doc.
No,
You know, he better not hear. You talking about you like them light skinned dudes, man. So I ain't got nothing against light skinned fellas. But my buddies did get that a lot. Like when we was growing up, for some reason, dudes thought that they can pick on them. And now my buddy in jail for murder. You know, like, and this happened when he was like 17, but everybody knew like he's not the one to play with. But he was so red with green eyes, long hair, all the girls was on him. People really assumed that he was just this soft, light-skinned nigga, and he always had to beat people up. He always fighting and stuff, like no matter what. And he never really started. Dudes just don't like him because their girlfriend might like him, or all of their girlfriends like him. And now they want to fight him, and now he got to show that, oh, I ain't soft because I'm light-skinned. But me and all my buddy that was dark, niggas ain't tries like that. You know, it really came, and if it did, it was like, it just really, but them light-skinned dudes, I think they got it harder than a lot of people. I don't know about light-skinned girls, you know, but the light-skinned fellas growing up, yeah, dudes really thought that they was soft. And I knew they wasn't because a lot of my friends was light-skinned, you know, but they get a bad consumption. I'm with that, Louisa. Not everybody, maybe this, you know, he done ran into some spoiled ones though.
This starts young, and this can deal with a lot of like mental health because like I've always been like, oh, she thinks she all that because of the way I look, or because maybe their guy friend is looking or their guy friend is into me. It was like, oh, hide your husbands, hide your men's. And I'm like, girl, I don't want nothing what you got. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that happened when I was like in middle school and high school, and I always had to fight. And what I'm telling you is that can work on somebody's mental because it's like it comes across as they're the problem and they're not. And like what Reese was talking about, I want to get off of this subject and piggyback on what she was saying. Like with the big girls, like I have a lot of big girl friends and a lot of big girl cousins, and they are like the most confident people. They're more confident than I will be, you know, and they will own it. And like I always gravitated, you know, to them because I mean they was just my love bug. They was something that kept me warm in the winter, but you know, it was all love. It, you know, but they got it a lot too. Cause they, you know, everybody wanted to joan and be funny. You know, so we all deal with it. But, you know, I ain't the one to, you know, put down no big girl because like you said, I love a confident big girl.
Man, I love confident people in general. You know, I know some people that, you know, might can grab any and everything, but for some reason they don't believe that. They don't know how good they look. You know, they don't know how good of a person they is inside out. And it's just lack of confidence because they got curried or they got, you know, by somebody they like. You know, let's say if somebody might be a 9, but she like this dude that everybody on and she can't get him, so she'll start to look at herself like I might not be good enough. You know, but it's other guys out there. Like I tell a lot of the guys, there's a lot of girls out there. So it's no time to get caught up saying, oh, cause she don't like me. The next girl that maybe look like her or in her quality not gonna like you as well. Some people just got their own picks, man. That's why I think Beyonce find Jay-Z beautiful. That's her choice, her pick. It's crazy.
You
But
tried that.
we gonna go on, y'all. This Black History Month, and these white people decided to show love to us. This them showing love and respect and honor of black people. You know, I want to know how y'all feel about this. If they want to really help black people, from my opinion, do something different than this. Like you taking pictures and just reminding us the bullshit that we had to go through. That don't help. We see enough movies and stuff that show way more than this. So I'm just like, give back to the community. If you white out here and you happen to see this video, listen up, you know, because this is beyond. I lost it when I seen this, and I was like, this is a must shit. But if you want to do something for the black community and give back, definitely during Black History Month, going to these neighborhoods, give out food, just give out. Y'all got money, give to the community. You know, just help these kids out. Help somebody with a scholarship or something. But this is a no-no. What's your thoughts on this, Reese Reed? Oh man, I don't know if you can see it because your eyes, but
wait a minute, I'm making it big. This stupid. It's very stupid. Are these chains on these people? Are those chains?
Chains, yeah. They got nooses around their neck. They got like some little like tree branch or something.
So how is that paying homage to Black History Month? How is that paying homage? How is that paying homage? I just one person tell me how the hell is that paying homage to Black History Month? So many years of oppression. You gonna show me some damn oppression? We trying to get over and heal, and you telling me that systemic racism doesn't exist? This is prime proof right there. Right there. You gonna show me some handcuffs? I got PTSD for handcuffs. Not because of slavery, because of what's going on now. Because all of my father and my brothers getting locked up.
Yeah.
Why you gonna show me some shackles and some noose or somebody? Why don't you just show me some black people hanging from trees? Show me some strange fruit. That's gonna be next. Show me some babies that you took up and used as gator bait. Show me a picnic. Show me some. Come on. How do you expect somebody to move forward if you dwell on the negative in a negative way? All that money that you taking pictures with, news, feed somebody, help somebody get ahead. They about to cut everybody food stamps in the world from the pandemic. Take that money that you paying on change and go to a food pantry. Help so the community can eat. For the low and indigent families, people of color that needs, give back. Y'all got the cornucopia of plenty. Give me some fruits and vegetables off your cornucopia, lady. Don't put no shackles on my wrist, on my feet, and no noose around my neck. You already got your knee on my neck. Always been. I'm trying to loosen it. And you gonna show me a picture of you doing it? Is that what you gonna do, really? Molly, why you show me that picture? I don't even want to look.
Man, I want everybody to see this, man, because it pissed me off when I seen it. You know, I was like, shit. I'm like, the dude on the left look like an Indian, man. Like, what you doing down there? I don't even show you white, my nigga. You don't even know where you at. They got the redhead in the front. I can tell she the leader. She runs shit. She even made them. She said, y'all two niggas put y'all neck around there. I ain't doing all that. I'm going to hold the chain. She literally just holding the chain. Then the little boy got the chain. He need to get up. He just leaning his neck on the joint. You know, it's just like whoever took the pictures is really pissing me off as well. Whoever this photographer, because I swear, and I might be wrong, y'all, I see a black man behind this white boy. It's a black arm or something. And that's what I think I see, because I could be wrong. But let me know if y'all see what I see. I'm going to try to zoom in a little bit.
I see ignorance.
It's like right here. Oh, shit. They done zoom. Right here in this area. It's like a black man hand right here with a blue shirt
on his hip.
I'm like, yeah, he holding his hip. If it is, I'm just like, how did he allow this shit to happen in his presence? That's the part.
Ignorant.
They got me.
I think that's where my ignorance would kick in. Like, if I walked into a place like this, I would just go grab that lady's face and just start wailing on her. Like, I mean, for real, like, if we gonna be ignorant, and I hate that I would want to do that, because you cannot match their ignorance, because that's what they want. But sometimes, good Lord, like even with the killing of all these black people, I told, I ain't tell the world, but I'm saying this without saying this, like, what if these young black kids just start going around smacking white kids, or just treating them terrible because they're tired of seeing all this stupid stuff. And I mean, I want to say that I like it because these are white kids finally seeing the ignorance that we went through, but I don't even like the fact that y'all even got chains on people's hands and stuff around their neck. It's just like I just want to like fight this woman. Like I just want to, and like, and then like the black dude, like where's his mother, his grandmother at? Like I know he was raised better than this.
It's the ignorance, and we gotta educate our people and educate other people. Because I got a good girlfriend. She's white. Everybody know Michelle Pucciarelli, and
Yeah.
she told me the story that she's watching a cartoon, and the black chicken was talking, like hold this, hold it, like old timey slavery. Like, mama, why and she asked her mother, she was like, why is the black chick talking like that? And it was her mother ignorance that said, well, black people are said not to be as smart as us, or not to be, and when you grew up as a child, I'm not mad at these as white people with the change. They need to be taught properly. They need to be taught that stuff is offensive, and they need to be taught why. They've been taught in so much ignorance over 400 years of their life too, so they have to be reprogrammed as well, and not just us as black people, and they need to be, programmed. If they don't know, you don't know. That's why I said that's ignorance. So my first thing wouldn't be to bust that lady in the face. It would be to have a conversation with her, to ask her this. It's just
Yeah.
like, if you're a mom and your child gets shot, do you go around holding and parading and holding on to the bullets that your child was shot with? Do you make a shrine to the bullet that took your child's life, or the gun that was used? See, they don't understand that. They need to be taught why it's offensive and why it hurts and why we see pain when we see this kind of stuff. Ignorance is bliss. And all of they doing is they do on a movement for the movement. All they know they doing something. But they need to be re-educated. That's all I'm saying. They miseducated. We
Yeah,
can fix that.
it's crazy, man. They need to do better though. I know they was trying to give homage, I guess, but I'm like, dog, they screamed down Kyrie that we weren't the only ones that went through slavery. So won't y'all do something for Jewish slavery? Dress up like them and have Hitler beating y'all. But I'm with Louisa. She said since they want to play like they slaves, maybe someone should walk up and start whipping their ass since they want to participate in this
Yeah.
type of activity. I'm with that. That's what
She
that
took
black
the
dude
No.
right back there doing. He back there like, hey, give me that whip. You
Yeah.
know,
That ain't right. I know that ain't right.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. It ain't right, to do what they do. It's like them putting on blackface. It's no different. They trying to pretend like they in our situation. Like they was in our situation. They understand what we went through. It's like you will never understand. Reenacted don't make it. That you can never get a white person play black slaves in a movie. So I'm like, why the hell are y'all doing this? Like, how
Yeah.
can this be possible? Like, I need one of them can't play Kunta Kinte.
And
So
Louise
it's
she
like,
took the words, right out of my mouth because, like you said, when they in that movie, when they kept making Jamie change his name, and they kept saying your name is Kunta or whatever they kept saying,
mhm.
like
You
that
said
was real
Jamie.
beat.
Jamie who?
When in the movie,
Talking
I think
about
he played Roots.
Kinte.
I think when he played Roots, I'm not sure,
Jamie played?
but
I
I
don't know
don't
the
know.
actor name.
I don't know the actor name. Well, but whoever. But
LeVar
all
Burton.
I'm saying, okay, all I'm saying is it can't be acted. I get that they're trying to give back to the cause, but your skin have to be broken. Like you have to be beaten, sweetie. Like, and we not worried about doing that. I feel like our ancestors has taught us, you know, turn the other cheek, to forgive, have mercy. Like we not even worried about y'all. We're just worried about the unjustified killings.
There was a movie with Harry Belafonte. Y'all could go look it up. And John Travolta was in it. I saw that movie. It was like reverse racism, where all the white people of the world were like the dregs of society, was the poor and downtrodden, and the black people was the upper scale. And it was funny because how John Travolta character was trying to kidnap Harry Belafonte to get justice. Officer, y'all, John Travolta and Harry Belafonte, y'all gotta look that movie up. It was. I thought it was interesting and entertaining to me, because what if it was? Do y'all ever think about that? Sometimes, what if the roles was reversed?
Oh yeah, all the time. That's why we stuck where we at, because they know we ever get in position like they are. They scared that we'll do the same shit that they did to us, which we might do. I know some people out here that might carry that hatred with them, because whenever somebody get hit, they want to hit that person back. If somebody smoke somebody cousin or man, they trying to get them back. So it's like when they, get in power to punish white people for the crimes and things they did, I think some people ain't gonna be able to turn the other cheek. They gonna really start treating them the same way that they was treating us. So I think they scared, like, man, we can't allow too many of them getting into power. I can be wrong, but the roles is definitely flipping, y'all. The roles is flipping. I want y'all to really pay close attention to this. This guy right here, man, he was talking about how people out here buying the Gucci belts and all that Louis product, and he done save up and bought the cotton field. Not only he bought a cotton field, he bought the exact same cotton field that his family was enslaved on. Like he felt like he really had to do this, and he bought off the white man who enslaved his people. And now he feel like that, he owned his own shit. I want to know how y'all feel about this. And I think this is gonna grow big for him. I don't know how much land he got in total, but I think this is just the start of something, something new. I think a lot of guys starting to realize, like, man, it's money into this. That's why they had niggas out there picking cotton and all that. Cause it's really money into it, but at the same time, he can grow other fruits and veggies out there now. It ain't gotta be cotton. The whole goal was just to buy the land that his family was enslaved on. So now they feel like they ain't work for nothing. So all of that work they put in, it was for something. That's how he felt. What's your thoughts on this, Reese, right there saying and hearing this guy on board a cotton field? Not only a cotton field, the field that his ancestors actually was out there picking from the guy who enslaved his ancestors enslaved it, his ancestors.
Well, it probably was his field to begin with, because when we supposed to got our 40 acres and our mule, he didn't do nothing but buy the land that was his anyway. He done gave them land which was his. Anyway, if your ancestors owned it, worked it, and everything, a lot of that stuff was given to them, and a lot of those people was ran off of their land, and the white people came in and took it back, buried, for the land. They came and took the deed. They're gonna beat you, and you gonna run off your land. Then they gonna come and claim your stuff. It probably was his family's land anyway to begin with. But as for the Louis and all that stuff, that's African symbols. Those signs and those pictures was ripped off from Africa anyway. What they doing? They making you pay for what was yours from the beginning.
And that's why you like it. That's why I think a lot of people like the Gucci, Louis, and stuff, because them logos and stuff come from our ancestors. So they just put it on these bags and stuff. We wonder why we grass so much to them. But I still think it's big. A lot of people feel like they owe 40 acres in the mule, but ain't nobody just walking up and getting that shit. So I feel like what he did was big. He saved his money, he actually bought it. Even though, like you said, it should have been given to him, but ain't nobody giving nobody no land. Definitely that much land, So whatever steps he went through, I think a lot of people should follow him. I think he should share his story. I've been reaching out to him. I'm trying to get him on the show. What up, Nene? What's your thoughts on this, though, Sade?
That's so sweet, Maul. You should definitely keep up the good work with that. I mean, I'm proud of him. I think that's amazing. I think that's like trendsetter, because I've never heard nobody do such a thing like this. And that's huge. I hope that he just continue to change the game with ruin everything that the grocery store can buy from him, and like just take back like the slave owners did. You know what I mean? How they went into business and kept the cottons going into the store and getting money for it. Like, I hope he just continue. I mean, I get what he's saying with the little jab. He not buying Gucci belts and this and this, and we all could do better. But I'm proud of this move. And I'm proud that he wasn't me, because I would have thought This is too much land. It's too hot. I'm not gonna be out here all day, and I'm scared. And I'm scared that if my house is right next to it, that all my ancestors gonna be in the window every night.
Ah, they gonna be
So
looking
I'm
at
so
you.
proud of him. Gravitas, please take it back. Please take
I
it
would
back. Please take it
love,
back.
I would love to see my ancestors. I would love to see my mother and them. I would talk to her. I
Oh
would
my
sit
God.
there. I love to
What?
go to the the
Oh, you said
graveyard
that.
site, and I sit there overnight, 2, 3 in the morning, just like with the
Two,
dead.
three
It
in
is
the
just like
morning.
when I was young, I was always into that type of stuff. I could see things, and I just thought I was tripping. And as I got older, I'm like, nah, like it's like they teach you to be scared of the dark. Like they teach you to be scared based off movies. They want for half these movies, we'd be okay with the dead. We'd be okay seeing somebody that passed away, but they don't already put it out. Hey, it's scary to see somebody that died. I'm like, nah, Jesus did, ain't he? I'm pretty
You
sure
know
Jesus
what?
did. All these biblical people that they talk about is dead, but niggas be like, oh, I seen Jesus. I felt them. But the minute you say it was an answer, they say, oh, that's devil worshiping. They just come up with all these
No.
laws and rules that they made up. So I was like, fuck that. I never met these prophets that they created in these books. So I won't know if that's actually them or not, if that come across. But I know for sure if I came across my mother or my grandmother or a friend or something, I know for sure this is them. So it just be weird when people be like they saying all these prophets and whatnot, and you don't really know how these people even look to just say that was them. But when you see one of your ancestors, you be like, "Oh, I was scared," or "I had a nightmare." I ran into this. What y'all thoughts on that?
I've since I was a little girl and I couldn't explain it. My grandmother used to explain to me what I would dream about or what I would see, and I have never seen somebody that loved me that went on. I never seen them and was ever fearful of them. I know my grandfather came back and talked to me several times, and my grandmother in my dreams consciously now. I don't care what nobody say. When I'm going through something rough or whatever, and I have a dream, and when I see them, it makes the dream better. They give me warnings. They tell me, don't do this, don't do that. So I don't care what nobody say. I believe in spiritual. If you believe in God and the devil, you got to believe in all the stuff in between. And there's a whole lot of stuff that we can't see that's walking with us and probably sitting beside you on your shoulder now. There's a lot of stuff we can't explain.
Yeah, you're right. What's your thoughts on that, E? Ever seen anything? Seen anybody? Or do you care to see anybody?
Uh, you know what? I have the gift, right? And I can, right? But I've always ran away from it. And like, don't do it. Nope, nope, nope. I've always, um, like you said, I think society or growing up is watching all the scary movies and stuff. I think that has put an indent on it because I don't want to be scared. I have mentioned some things that happened to like an African guy.
Yeah, we losing E. E going in and out. I don't know what happened. She popped back in soon. But this year we got 10 minutes. I forgot we started a little like 10 minutes after. I got this one joint. This the last one, because that's why I was bringing up the religion or whatnot, because we talked about Beyonce and what she thought about Jay-Z. But now we're going to talk about what this pastor was talking about Beyonce and how y'all, because I know there's a lot of B lovers out here. I know y'all part of the Beehive and all that, So, and like I said, she got her own religion. It ain't actually hers, but they named it after her. Like they worship Beyonce, these people. Like it's weird as shit. But I'm gonna share y'all what this pastor said about her, female pastor at that, and how she feel about Beyonce and the people who actually go watch her and support her. I was shocked, man. I ain't never see this before.
Sir, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. How dare you call yourself a Christian? I don't care what pastor you got that is okay with it. I don't care what pastor you got that think it's cool. I don't care what pastor you got that's singing along to their song because they want some clout. Why you think man call himself Jehovah. It was short for Jehovah. When a witch has a coven, it's normally a small thing. Witches' covens are normally 3 to 7 people. When it becomes thousands, it's called a hive. Y'all are part of that lady beehive? And you call yourself a Christian? May the dealings of the Lord come upon you. You think this is small stuff. You think you not going to that lady's concert is not an initiation. You think you not going to that concert is not a ritual. You think you not going to concert. It's not a gate. That entire concert is a gate. How dare you call yourself a Christian? I'm telling you, may the dealings of the Lord come upon any Christian with a platform that is using mixture this year. May the dealings of the Lord come upon Beyonce's concert.
What's up, everybody? This is Big Tony of the legendary Trouble Phone, and you're tuned in to the Tom Bo Show. Let's get it.
Man, she went in, man. I know they weren't too happy with the preacher that day, you know, for the Beyonce lovers out there, but man, she spoke a lot of truth, you know, and I know a lot of people, they don't really like to hear half the things that a lot of people speak on their favorite celebrities like Jehovah. They really don't understand what the name came from. They just think it's H to the Izzo. You know, when she say my beehive, they just think it's Beyonce is coming from. But a lot of these things got meaning behind it. I tell people all the time, MC stand for Master of Ceremonies. You know, so you be like, that's my favorite MC. That's your favorite master. You know, and when they throw these concerts, they number ritual. That's why she's saying the gate is open. And it's a Christian that's saying this. And they preaches about this in the Bible. So it was weird and shocking to hear her speak on this, you know, and definitely for everybody to love Beyonce. I hope she be safe out here, though. What's your thoughts on this, Reese hearing this lady speak on B, the baddest?
I think that she is chastising and disciplining people that didn't even know no better. It's like, you doing this and you doing that. Teach the masses. Teach them why it's negative. Teach them why she called it a gate instead of cursing them to get dealt with and you know and stuff like that. How's she going to tell me that something is wrong? She's yelling at me. If I don't know, I don't know. Don't yell at me. Show me or tell me why.
When you take that as yelling at you, her talking to her congregation. That's how preachers talk, and I'm happy to say that because I told people that when I talk like that, people you yell, but when a preacher talk like that, it's not considered yelling at them. You know, like he's preaching, preach, girl. You know, so it's like, how should a preacher preach? Like, what type of tone should he have? Like,
she could be convicted, but she said, "May the dealings of the Lord get put down on you, Christians." Explain to them Christians what they doing wrong. Explain to them Christians why she's calling it a gate. Explain to them what they don't know. And she's talking about. Let me drop a little bit of knowledge as well. J is not in the daggone when it was transformed. It didn't get into the alphabet till the Greeks put it there. So it was Yah, it was Yeshua, it was Yahweh. So that J, she's still talking about the J, that's still incorrect. If you're gonna preach,
it was added though. That ain't incorrect. It was added.
I mean, it was added later.
That's like somebody adding fruit punch to their menu. That don't mean they ain't really got fruit punch. They just have it now and on.
They changed up the mix
a week ago, but now the J do actually exist in the Bible. You know, it actually.
Because they put it in there
with a J, right?
Because they put it in there. It wasn't in the Hebrew alphabet. If you go by what it's written in, and in Sumerian, when they transformed the text, they transformed it to Latin. Then the Latin transformed it to Greek. Then the Greek, it's just breaking down of languages, and we know that. That's why stuff changes over the language. Because we don't talk like Shakespeare did back in that time, King James Version. We don't say, thus thou art thou, Sir Marley. Come, let us know you. When the guy said, come, let us know you, I didn't know no mean let me have sex with you. When they say that Adam knew his wife, I didn't know that meant Adam had sex with his wife because the way it's written.
Yeah.
And then when you translate it in
Eve
the
bit
New
the
World
apple.
Translation,
Yeah. Eve bit the apple. A lot of people think it's literally a fruit. You
right?
know, like they don't
Exactly.
know, like, you know, what happened. You know, that's all sex. It's
It,
kiss.
it's when you talk about religion, teach them instead of she is like telling them that they're going to be dealt with, they're going to do this, but teach them,
But
tell
that's
them
the
why.
thing. Like that's the thing. If she is teaching them and they continue to do that thing, that's what probably got her there. Like for her to be a preacher, that
Okay.
don't mean she not teaching them. You know, they just failing. You know, and at the end of the day, she tired of it. She like, y'all know, for y'all Christians who know, that's what he said. Y'all know this is wrong. You know, but people tend to do it. A lot of things we know that's wrong. But when the flesh fall in love with certain things, smoking, drinking, anything that punish
Sex.
the temple, sex, and food, you
Exactly.
know, and
We
food. It's a
all
lot
fall
of bad
short.
food out here that the Bible preach that don't eat. A lot of these books say don't eat this, do this, and live this certain way, but people do it anyway. So it's just like you can't, you know, blame somebody for doing this thing and then overlook the things that you doing. You know, so until you live a perfect life and you ain't doing wrong, you can't really judge nothing, but you can at least open their eyes to it. You know, you can at least say you're
Exactly.
gonna be a Christian. You know, I ain't a Christian, so I ain't take that. But for those Christians who out there, I want to know, you know, what's your thoughts, you know, what she said, because based on y'all religion, y'all shouldn't be going to concerts and being part of the Beehive and all that stuff, following Jay-Z and things because they believe in Jesus with the J. You know, that's the one. So it's crazy. What's your thoughts on that, E, before we get out of here? We lost you early on. Hey, Lady B, got Lady B in the house.
Hey.
Uh-huh. The Dr. P said condition him, but Paul did with what Corinthians. Now she out of pocket. Sex is not a sin. The act is outside of marriage, is what the Bible says. Yeah, I never understood that neither, Lady B. Like, who made sex a sin? Like before that, like we had to get here. Like Jesus had to get here. Paul, all these dudes had to get here. And the only way you get here is through sex. They can say what they want, like he was born to a virgin, hey, whatever, Murray cheated, something happened. I don't know what happened, but let's say he was, but everybody else could have been born out of, you know, merge. It was at one point, who was the first person to get married? That's all I be trying to get to. Like a lot of people don't think of time. They just think all these things actually existed all the time. Like stop signs always was outside. Street lights was always outside. Like, no, it was a time that none of these things was around, but now they've been in society so long, we don't know life without it. You know, so it's a lot of these things merge, people getting dressed and all that. Somebody started it and then it became a tradition. And then it was like, you know what? We're gonna do this. This what God want us to do. You know, and I just think that came to dudes that didn't like sharing their women. You know, it's just like, oh, bound through me with God, you can't have sex with no other man. You know, and I can't, but you can still be out here with 8, 10 women, with all y'all my wives. So it just lets you know who was controlling the world back then. You know, it was a bunch of men. You know, that's why you see things starting to lighten up. Women can actually preach in the church now. They can actually run a church. We just shared the lady preaching in the church. These things was banned upon back in the day. Women weren't allowed to even speak, vote, or anything. So it's just like we came a long way, but we got to understand that somebody created that system, like somebody creating this system now. These things was all created by man. I'm talking about merge, parties, man. I don't care what it is, dog. Whatever, concerts, all these was created by man. Like somebody was the first person to do it. I don't know who the first person to throw a concert or party, but whoever it was, they some lit motherfuckers, and we'll never know who that is. You know, but I don't know. E, what's your thoughts though before we get out of here? I don't know if I can hear you or not. I see you moving. Lust of the flesh, lust of the eyes. Yeah, we can't hear you. What happened to Tom Mo show? We on here. Oh, we got kicked. We got suspended from YouTube. I don't know why yet. You know, we was good Friday. Come back Monday. They saying we suspended. I'm gonna figure out why though, y'all. So if y'all been trying to find us on YouTube, my bad. I meant to let y'all know that we only on Facebook right now. Well, we on YouTube on my Million Dollar Moments page. I share the link in there for y'all. Not everyone in the Bible was married when children was conceived. That thank you, unwise, but the man impregnated them. Sometimes, some teachings they took out of the Bible. So, Mark, how do you know men can't be with men or women with women? Yeah, that's the thing. I ain't saying they can't. Nature say that. That's what says that. Like Dr. Purpose, you got a mother and a mother, or you got a father and a father. So it's just like no matter what people say or do, at the end of the day, it take man and woman to create a child, to reproduce. It would never be two women out here having a baby, you know. So
Exactly.
that's what I get it, you know, that from. You know, I feel like you can't go against nature, no matter what, you know, no matter what you do. That's why they out here making all these projects, having surgeries and shit. That's not natural. The minute you put trans in front of anything, transformers, transfer, that means you went from one school to another school. That's not natural. You know, like that's what they doing. They changing people. They changing kids. That's why they call trans, because they transforming from what they naturally is to something else that they not naturally supposed to be, and they doing it without food. Everything is not natural no more. They making it in labs. So it's just like
Exactly.
we need to get back to doing everything natural. And you know, and that's why I say I can't speak for God. I just know what naturally how I got here. And I just feel like for me to have another child, like I gotta do the same thing my parents did. Sex should never be like this sin or this hateful thing when it took sex to get all of us here. Like all of us. I'm talking about your preacher's mother, everybody had to have sex for us to get here. So to make us, you know, to make people feel like, oh, you know, creation is just so weird. It's like it's really not. Somebody had control and power, and they start writing things in a book, and they call it law, you know, or they say it's the Bible and God said these things. But it's like, who is you to say God said these things? Just like I never give people that much power. I would never give King James that much power. That's where Martin Luther King got his name from. A lot of people don't even know about Michael. They be like, oh, I ain't know Martin Luther King name was Michael. And they be shocking because this is something you learned way long ago. But now in the head be like, damn. So who he get his name from? He got it from the real Martin Luther King, who was fighting against the church back then, against King James and all of them, when they took baby Jesus and Mary out the church and they put this grown pedophile up there. The image of Jesus we had for so long was a rapist / killer that everybody hated. But they purposely did that to try to banish David Mitchell. We ain't got long. I just wanted you to give these people some good energy before we go. But your connection keep going out, man.
Man, I love y'all. That's all
Okay.
that matters. See y'all tomorrow. Sorry, my connection kept going out. Sex is not a sin. I think what they're saying is if you have sex with somebody, you can start to get like feelings for them, and then it might make it harder to like move on from that energy. But sex is not a sin, and yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna have to do another topic on this, man, because this can definitely go deep. I tell a lot of people we the smartest beings and creatures on earth, but we need an instruction book on how to live. God ain't leave the tigers and monkeys and none of that. I guess all of them going to hell. That's why in the book they try to say these animals ain't got souls. If you got a dog or a cat or anything, you can obviously tell these animals got souls. Go outside and try to step on a roach. I bet you he run. It's the same thing. Somebody get to shooting at you, you gonna run, you know. So they be acting like these things just so dumb. But what I be trying to understand is how they make it through life with no instructions, no book. They not intelligent, and they know when it's gonna rain. They know when it's time to fly east, time to fly west. They doing all this straight through nature. God is within. I really feel like that if you start reading outside of yourself to find out where's God at, then you're gonna be following somebody else. That's it. That's how I feel about it. But we need to have more conversations on it about this, especially with people that actually still into the church, you know, and actually still into the Bible, and we can hear from their point of view. Because I'm not a Christian, I'm not a Muslim, I'm not any of them things. So me giving my point of view on things that don't make it right. That's just how I look at things, you know. And I was a Christian for a long time, 20 years. I got out of it because I started to teach myself. You know, a lot of people let the preacher tell them, "Oh, go to this chapter, this scripture, read this. This what this mean." I just went from page 1 and read through. Like I'm
More,
not
you
gonna
know
wait
what?
on you. Hmm.
More, you know what? Your insight might be real dope because one thing that we all should start teaching and tapping into is teaching people about our ancestors and how that's really real. You know, because I'm learning it now. And again, I'm afraid of it because I'm like, if I see my dad, I'm just going to go crazy. Like, I'm going to try to run out there, grab it, kiss it, chase it. Like, I'm going to be obsessed, but then I'm going to be like, oh no, he coming near me. That's my dad for real. Like I'm like that's scared, but I want it. But ancestry is real, and maybe if we tap more into that, we'll see God more.
Yeah, I agree with that. I know a lot more about Jesus than my own ancestors, and this occurred to that they put into my life. And then I realized that it's 80 something more characters just like them that had the exact same life, like Horus and so on. We can go on with just look up any sun god, and they got the same exact story as Jesus. They was born to a virgin. They go missing for the exact same amount of years. They die and come back. So it's just like, and these characters was older than the Jesus story. So it was like this story was written 3,000 years before the letter J existed or Jesus. Then like which one real? Then I started to see the same similar story, just different names and different characters from different areas. So they share a lot of stuff together, but we're gonna have more deep conversation. I know Reese can get in on this. Give him some good energy before we go, Reese Reed. We gotta get out of here.
Look, all I got to say is that God is within you. Love. You start by the loving of yourself first. You're God in you. So you love you and study to show yourself approved. Don't study because Maul says study. Study because you want to know. You want to, study, find out stuff for your own. Don't study about the ancestors because Eve says so or because I said so. Do it for yourself and love yourself. And when you love and tap into that inner God, that God gene that's in you, everything will come to fruition. Everything will come out. That's for those who want to know. Some people want to keep blinders on and don't want to know. So love yourself. That's all I got to say. Love starts here first.
Always start in the heart. Appreciate you for tuning as always, Reese Reed. Appreciate everybody else. Y'all got any questions? Let me know before we get up out of here. I see Dr. P said, "False God." There's a lot of them out here, man. But if you can write your own story, get published, and be the number one selling book in the world, shit, you can do a lot with that. Like TV is powerful. Books are powerful. Like I'm telling you, it was a guy on TV said he been doing stories for over 20-some years for ESPN. Like he one of the biggest writers that there is. Everybody possibly know him inside the business, but he used to can go to the mall, movies, everywhere. He lived life like us. He said the minute he got on TV just one time, now he can't go nowhere. One time, man. I said that's how powerful television is. A lot of people don't understand that. He went on TV one time, and now he's like, man, everywhere I go, they be like, ain't that you? You work for this? I said, man, that's the power of TV. So we gotta be careful, man. Y'all already know the slogan. Ain't nobody tell you they love you today. Just know that we do. From this time to the next time.
Peace.
Peace. We are out of here. Know y'all, man. We had a good crowd today.
Oh my goodness. Here we go again. Come on. I like to send a special dedication out to all my family and friends. Come on, wow. Let's do it again, band and show. I said we all gonna go.
Man, stop touching stuff, man. I'm gonna bring back the family out. We had a good mom in here, man. I'm about to hit you, Erica, man.